Okay, now think about what we just did with the reckon wreck. Skip counting by 25s. 25, 50, 75, a dollar. Okay, that's going to be important. And we're going to be able to use those numbers as benchmark numbers. That's why we're going to try to get to those numbers whenever we count money and in a little bit whenever we start to make change. Just like we've learned this year to make a 10, now we're going to start thinking about make the next quarter. Okay, so the first thing that we need to talk about is if you have a certain amount, how much more to make a dollar, which is 100 cents. So we're going to say we have 35 cents to start with. 35 cents. And we want to find out how much more. So I'm going to represent that with a question mark. That's going to be our unknown, okay? 35 cents plus how much equals 100 pennies or 100 cents. Whoops, sorry. Okay, so, and I also want to talk to you about this problem right here. This is the start. I'm starting with 35 cents. Remember, these number sentences, these equations are just like stories, beginning, middle, end. The beginning is the start. The start in this number sentence, we know I start with 35 cents. I'm going to go ahead and model that with coins, 25 and 10. Okay, that's the using the fewest amount of coins to make 35 cents. A quarter and a dime. Let me just take off those. So we've got 35 cents. Now the question is, how much more? The difference right here, how much more do I need to make 100 cents? So in this equation, this is the result that we know we want. We know how much we start with, but we don't know how much the change is going to be. I need to change something. I need to get some more. So 35 cents plus how much more makes 100? Well, let's go ahead and look at this. And I like this area model with the rows and columns because that helps us kind of visualize 100 in all. So let's just cover up this. How much did I have to start with? I have 25 cents plus another dime. Now, before I add this dime, think about what we just learned on the other activity with the number rack. 25 plus 25 plus 25 plus 25. So what do you already know about quarters? We know 4 quarters makes a dollar. Well, I have a little bit more than a quarter. I have 10 cents more. So I'm going ahead and thinking in my mind, if I had 25 cents only, then I would need 75 cents more. So since I already have a dime, instead of having 75 cents more, that means I'm going to need 65 cents more. Okay? So right here, what I can do is say 35 and count up to 100. So there's 35. I'm going to add a quarter. I'm going to take this off, add another quarter. Now, if I highlight this and I click on, can't get it, it would break it apart for me. Okay, so 1 dime is the same as 2 nickels. So we've already added 25, 50. We had a dime. So that's the same as this. So there's 50, 55, 60, 65. So that's how much more money that we need to make $1 in all. And we'll try to stop right there.